Good evening, my friends. World War III is escalating again thanks to Beijing Biden. The United States strikes at least 85 low and zero value targets in Iraq and Syria. None in Iran, my friends. This is zero hedge. They also, apparently, we sent B-1 bombers from the United States. That's why those refueling tankers were sent out days in advance. Now, Iran was most likely warned of all this stuff. So anything of any value was probably moved out of all of these targets, and no one significant was probably killed, if anyone was killed at all. Don't believe the stories on Twitter, because a lot of those people were lying during Israel-Gaza, and they're probably lying now. So more important, this is zero hedge, by the way. There have been no reports of U.S. airstrikes in Iran. The officials say the Pentagon does not plan to strike targets inside the Islamic Republic of Iran. But strikes on eastern Syria and western Iraq were large and targeted Iranian Republican Guard Corps assets and personnel and their affiliates. No important person was killed, most likely. And if you know anything about the geography of eastern Syria and western Iraq, there ain't jack shit there. So again, maybe some sheds were bombed, maybe some empty buildings, some empty hangars, I don't know. So according to CENTCOM, the initial wave, which started at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, of course, after the markets closed on a Friday, is it a holiday weekend? I do not believe it is. But they're hoping we forget about this on Monday. So allegedly 85 targets, and some of them hit more than once. So some shed in western Iraq was probably hit with 3 precision munitions that probably cost $3 million each. So they conducted airstrikes and 85 targets, blah, 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 including long-range bombers flown from the United States. The airstrikes employed more than 125 precision munitions. The military-industrial complex thanks you because they're getting some new orders and new money. Yes, my friends, that's what war is, racket. The facilities that were allegedly struck included command and control operation centers, intelligence centers, rockets and missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicle storages, okay, and logistics and munition supply chain facilities, which were almost all fucking empty. So, of militia groups and their Iranian Republican Guard sponsors who facilitated attacks against the U.S. and the coalition forces. These attacks were well telegraphed, well planned out. Everything of value was moved out. Again, I'm not the only person that thinks this, so not your Jewish mom, not a large person on Twitter, but if this is my sentiment exactly. This is Beijing Biden quote, alleged quote. If you hurt an American citizen, we will respond after warning all of your high-level Iranian Republican Guard personnel to get away from where we're going to be and ensuring that anything we hit is not going to be meaningful whatsoever. Beijing Biden, most likely. And Jewish wonder, also a nothing, nowhere, nobody. Biden talked to Iran, making sure it was okay, asking where it would be okay to bomb with as little damage as possible to make it look like we responded. Yeah, that's going to be, oh God, look at how presidential he is. Did I miss an authorization of the use of military force against western Iraq and Syria? I might have missed it. If someone knows about the existence of that, the vote, who voted for it and against it, I'd love to see it. Oh no, there isn't one, because they don't give a shit about the Constitution. So the Beijing Biden administration is promising this is not the end, and the campaign could last for days or more. Oh, fuck off. Okay, so there's some pictures, some images, complete explosion, yeah, whatever. We have no idea the location of this. So Suleiman Ahmed, this is the guy that claimed Israel bombed a fucking hospital. Actually, it was Hamas, and their rocket accidentally misfired and hit a hospital parking lot. So don't believe anything that cocksucker has to say. String of airstrikes. Local reports are clear about timing, locations. The U.S. denials leave only one suspect, Israel. So total chaos in U.S. messaging tonight, with officials confirming and denying U.S. strikes in Syria and Iraq. You think, after taking 5 days to message every possible detail to Iran, that Valerie Jarrett runs the Beijing Biden administration. Don't say Obama, by the way. That confirming action would be simple. It does not appear to be. So again, France is suspending operation in the Red Sea. The French container shipping giant CGM has announced the suspension of Red Sea transit due to security risk. Again, Beijing Biden, everything he touches, he fucks up. That's one nugget of truth Barry Satoru did tell us. Never underestimate Beijing Biden's ability to fuck shit up. the U.S.-led Operation Prosperity Guardian is failing. So the U.S. Navy saw a close call when a Houthi-launched cruise missile came within a mile of the destroyer USS Gravely. Okay, so the CWAS automated machine gun, aka a phalanx, shot down a missile when it was a few seconds away from striking the USS Gravely, and it might have sunk it. I still believe the United States will lose a capital ship. Sea Whiz, sorry, not Sea Waz. So the first time in history a Sea Whiz has been used to combat from a warship to destroy an incoming cruise missile seconds away from impact. Yeah, I think the United States will lose a large capital ship sometime within the next year. So we'll see. Hope I'm wrong. Anyway, major escalation. Most likely nothing of value was killed. Nobody of any value was killed. And it's only going to encourage those, Iranian Republican Guard sects of resistance to basically keep up doing the same shit. So pray to God, everyone, no one there is going to be killed. No Americans are going to be killed in the next few weeks, but it's going to be ugly, my friends. And no way will Beijing, but no way will Valerie Jarrett let anything significant happen to Iran either. So that's that. That's all we're going to do. If you like my content, hit subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, leave me a comment, read all the comments of my friends. And then there's no pinned comment. Pick up some non-perishable food. Make your own non-perishable food like chili. Jar it. Put it in the freezer. Make your own marinara sauce. Jar it. Can it. Put it in the freezer. So that's all we're going to do. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and have a good night. And God bless.